Everybody, and welcome back to Emerald Coast. It's moved into late summer, and we have got ourselves a ton of work to do. First off, we still have the straw to get up off the fields, I should say. We're going to be doing that this morning with the new Klein baler, just to give it a demo. That is the last bit of Klein equipment. The Axion 800 and then the combo round baler. That is the last bit of Klein equipment that we have to give it a little bit of a test. We also, now that we have moved into late summer, we've got some grass over here we need to cut and get made up into some hay. We are down to about, 20 some bales of hay from last year. And we basically are going to need to replenish our supply of hay. Our cows have been burning through that quite substantially. Got that going on. And I have to say, I've been seriously suffering with a little bit of performance here. Not really sure what's going on. Recently upgraded my graphics card to something that should be way more powerful than what I had before. But I'm getting these stutters. I don't know what the deal is. I've dumped my shader cache and been around the map a bit, trying to rebuild the shader cache. So maybe it will, maybe it'll find its way out. Just in the first daylight day that I have been through here. We'll just have to see. Went and did a complete uninstall and reinstall of the drivers. Thinking that might help. Just have to see. Really wasn't happy with that. I got some stuttering. I don't understand it. Really wasn't satisfied with the harvester episode that we did last week. So that's where I started doing some uninstalling of things, reinstalling of things, tweaking settings, trying to figure it out. We'll see, but I really don't understand. I went from a 1070 Ti to a 2080 Super. I mean, that is a pretty big change. And you know, if anything, it feels like it's performing less than the 1070 Ti was. We'll just have to leave it be for a little bit and see if we can't get it to work out. I'm going to need to get on a few other maps and see if it maybe is something related to this game save that is giving that card a little bit of a fit. It's so hard to tell. I mean, I had really nice performance in ATS. I had that cranked up pretty dang good. In the 1070 Ti in ATS, I had to run, I was running with the game at 1080p and basically 60 hertz 1080p on a 1440 monitor that did 144, but get the overall appearance that I wanted, I needed to back down the resolution to be able to record at the same time. And with the 2080 Super, I was able to crank the game resolution up to 120 hertz at, and I probably could have done 144 hertz too, at 1440. And I upped the what is it? There's some setting, I don't know what the setting was. I was running 300, cranked it up to 400, and it was doing really good. Able to record at 60 frames without any issue. Visually, it looked great. But then when I jumped in this game save, I was a little awestruck with the lack of performance in that card when I jumped into this one as compared to what I was getting with ATS. Like I said, it might need to work its way out. But I've also heard some other folks that were talking about having issues with Emerald Coast, or maybe it was Nebraska lands, and they had pretty high-end cards. I shouldn't have had any issues at all. So yeah, we'll just let it run for a bit, see how things work their way out. We are selling our milk. Maybe we can get kind of caught up. My second load of milk I've sold today. A little bit of a backlog. From our harvest the other day. Want to get the milk sold, and then we've already taken care of feeding our animals for the day. Cleaned up a lot of the equipment that we used during the harvest. As you can see, got the semi. I was able to get the semi unstuck from the mud. I was able to get the gravity wagons unstuck from the mud. We basically got all of that cleaned up. It's all been put away because we're not going to need any of that as far as harvest equipment goes until our soybeans are ready. They're probably not going to be ready until late autumn, if not even until early winter, just because of when we put them in the ground. We've got corn. We're going to use that. We're going to chaff that corn for the BGA. And we've got cotton. Obviously, we're not going to use our harvester, our Lexion, or any of our grain equipment for the cotton harvest. What we need to do is we need to get started on our haymaking. Weather looks pretty good. I don't see any rain in the forecast for a while. Got pretty good haymaking weather. Need to get that cut. Probably get that baled up tomorrow. Had a chance to let it dry. Park that there. And let's kind of run over here. Right. Get into our Dodge. Make our way over to the main farm. Start baling that straw. If you look here at the amount of straw that we have left, getting pretty low. Starting to get really worried. We got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales of straw left. And here's our total hay. 38 bales of hay. Kind of running low. Been going through about we're going through 2 bales of hay a day on average with our cattle. The sheep, we haven't had to feed them any hay since late spring. They're probably going to be good until winter, or they're going to need any hay fed to them, which is quite helpful. But between the dairy cattle and the beef cattle, we are going through 2 bales of hay a day. Feed, we're going through a bale of straw a day, and we're going through 3 bales of silage a day. On the dairy cattle, we're also going through about 3 bales of straw a day for their bedding. far as keep up with their manure. Then, I mean, the amount of hay and the amount of straw that our horses are needing, that is so minuscule, it's not even really worth factoring in. Yeah, something else we need to do today after we get the straw baled up is we need to look at thinning the sheep herd just a little bit. We've had some lambs born, and I want to take those lambs, now that they have been weaned, I want to take them down to the dealer and sell them. They're not going to be producing wool for a while, and really I just need the capacity, need the space. Figure we'll just get rid of the youngins. We're going to do the Boss 800 Axion with the Reliant 455 Unirap. Not really sure if we're going to need this Unirap capability, simply because of the fact that we've got the sausage wrapper, we've got the tube wrapper for our silage wrapping. That's if we want to wrap that. If we don't even want to wrap that, we can just put it in our harvest store silos. Like I said, I'm really not sure if we're even going to want this thing. I don't think we're going to even need it. With respect to the wrapping or silage. Even if we did individually wrap the bales, we're going to be still probably stacking them alongside the fields. We really don't have the space back at the main farm to stack a whole bunch of silage bales. Let's see how well this works. This thing might impress us. Never know. And one thing it does do is it does let us basically unload 2 bales at once. Basically we can drop this bale, and then we can drop another bale right behind it. That might aid in our bale collection a little bit. And drop this bale here. I have 2 bales side by side, if you will. Still need to stop, let it unload. Compared to that square baler, wow, that thing was green. Really, really hammer out that field. Square baler. Here we are now. We need to unload the 1 baler. Unload the other bale. Got 4 bales per windrow. Looks like. think other than collecting the two bales side by side, I think it really doesn't have any added benefits over our New Holland round baler. No faster. The fact that we want to probably continue to use our Anderson wrapper, then the uniwrap aspect, I think that's going to change our minds at all on that. The Anderson bale wagon, picking them up, having them side by side, that really aid us at all in picking them up off the field. I don't know. And I see what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to basically come up to the bales, and at that point we're going to have to basically load one, wait for the wagon to cycle, load the other one, and then move on. Whereas I think, if anything, that might slow us down. Because with the way we currently do it, we can basically just load a bale, then move on, and as we continue to move through the field to line up and address the other bale, next one, the bale wagon is already cycling. So we're probably moving through the field, moving through the field less? I don't know. We're picking up the same number of bales. We'll just have to see. I mean, these are all the things that we are obviously having to contemplate and decide on. And I mean, we also have the decision: do we convert to square bales? That was pretty impressive what that square baler did as far as banging through that one little field of straw. I still would not rule out still would not rule out possibly switching over to square bales. Something else that I want to try, maybe next year, is there's rumors of prone balers coming down here to the Emerald Coast. Rumors that dealer down the coast a little bit will be able to pick up a Krone license to offer Krone balers, and Krone has an interesting bale accumulator that I'm kind of interested in. Got the same general thought process that this has, where we can dump two round bales side by side in the field, whereas that baler allows you to basically drop 3 square bales side by side in the field. And what's even more amazing is it's a continuous operation. So you can't just accumulate 3 bales and drop them on the ground. You're also able to continue moving through the field. Because obviously with this baler we have to stop, unload the round bale like this, then we can move on. So that has seriously got my attention, is the ability to, one, move over to the continuous baling that the square baler offers, then have the added benefit of not having to run all over the field. Basically, 3 bales are going to be all in the same general spot. Then we would be able to just, again, we'd have to cycle through, we'd have to buy a new bale wagon. There's a fair bit of expense into converting over. But it's all about time. How much time are we going to save in the field? time is money. Whatever time you are not doing one task, you can spend it doing another task, possibly increasing the amount of money that we're earning. So in the big picture, it's all about being able to be profitable. In order to be profitable, we have to be efficient with our productivity and our time. Because Lord knows, we're not going to get more than 24 hours in any one given day. Can't manufacture more hours in the day. We need to somehow be able to manufacture more product in the same number of hours to increase our profitability. I think I rambled on enough about that, so I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to try to finish this field out, or finish this straw out in general, and we'll come back and we'll haul a couple lambs off to the dealer. And that's probably where we're going to leave it for the day. I'll see you sometime probably late afternoon. I think this is going to take us a while. Well, guys, that took a lot longer than I was expecting, but we got in total 122 bales. Just checking the bale counter on the roulant there. Got 122 bales. That should be good for our straw. I don't think we had that many bales last year going into winter, so we should be good to go there. And now, like I said, we're going to run down and see about selling off some lambs we've got before they close for the day. If they close down at 6 or if they close down at 7. Hoping they don't close at 5, because I load these lambs up. I really don't want to unload them. It might catch on, and it might be a whole lot harder loading them up tomorrow. But it is what it is. You know, it took a while to get all that straw baled up. I really wasn't expecting on having 122 bales of straw. That's for sure. So that is a good thing for sure. Definitely need all that straw because of our cows and everything. Let's see if we can't sneak in there before 6 o'clock. There's our trailer. How well this mirror is, but we'll try it. Yep. Hope it's not too terrible hard to get these lambs rustled up into this trailer. A little bit of the gate there. Keep bottoming this trailer out on our cattle fence. There we go. Again, we're going to try to get the youngins clear out the herd a little bit. make room for some more youngins. So we've got a trailer full, and we've got 3 more to go. All right. Let's see if we can't make it down there in time. I'm hoping we do. Nice. Nice silent truck. And I think tomorrow we're going to be picking up the, definitely going to be picking up the straw bales tomorrow. Get them out of the field. Might be trying to put some manure down on those fields tomorrow. And also see if we can't get Daryl to help us out by mowing the big grass field tomorrow. Then that should put us in a position the next day to rake that together and get baling that hay up. That way we are going to be all set as far as our hay and straw goes for autumn, winter, spring, then into next summer for our straw. And hopefully we'll have some grass earlier in the year than we did this year. Next year, because this year the grass did just not produce early on like we were hoping. We're only going to end up with 1 cut, I think, off of our grass fields this year. I don't know if it was because of the rain or what. Pretty slim pickings as far as our hay is going to be concerned. Really would have hoped to have gotten 2 cuts off of it, but well, it is what it is. Looks like the gate is still open, so that's good to hear. Good to see. Just gonna make it. Back on up to the gate. Right. And sell them off. There we go. $4,800. Not a bad little haul. Alright guys, well I think that is where we're going to leave it for the day. Well, thank you for coming out and watching. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the series? How's it progressing for you? Pacing too slow, too fast? I highly doubt it's too fast. Hung up on a sign. That should clear it. Highly doubt it's too fast of a pace. When we come back, we're going to have our straw picked up. We're going to be probably baling our hay when we come back. And what we've decided is we're going to trade in. We're not going to trade in. We're going to call up the dealer and have them come pick up the Kloss baler and the Axion 800. Not really going to benefit us more than what we've got currently with respect to the New Holland baler. I am looking hard at the Krone. Oh, seriously. I'll be looking hard at the Krone baler next year. Because one, speed that we can get with the square baler, not stopping every time we have to unload a bale, our yield on this grass, stopping is just completely killing our productivity. Take a look at all those bales over there. Stopping every few moments to unload a bale is really just killing our productivity. To the point where I think we could probably get the job done in half the time with the square baler. It is a pretty big investment because square balers are a lot more expensive than round balers. Got to trade in our round bale trailer, square bale trailer. But sometimes you have to spend money to make money. I think that's just what we might be doing next year once the dealer down the coast a bit has got license to sell some Krone equipment. Till next time, happy farming.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.